Hello friends and welcome back to Animal Crossing! I am Peachie Llama here on YouTube and today we are starting a brand new renovation project. I have finally defined my island theme as Mountain FORESTCORE. My goal is to keep everything around my resident services as the town below the mountains and create some really awesome photogenic views. Today's mission is to build up the cliffs behind Nook's Cranny, where my campsite used to be, and design a dreamy mountain all the way to the 4th cliff level. We'll be going over some building tips today, so give this video a big thumbs up if you're excited for that, and subscribe so you can be notified when I post the next part of this renovation series. I am so hyped to get started. Let's get into it. Alright, so I completely got rid of my campsite and I've moved it for the time being because I want to put it on this mountain eventually, but not in this video. So it has been moved as well as all my orchards, and now I'm laying out the outline of where I want my cliffs to go. I'm making sure I have at least 3 spaces between the cliff edge and the water so that we can plant some trees in here and have enough space for a path and the trees. So this area is where the mountain is going to be for today's video. I am going to still continue to outline the rest of the area that I have available at the moment, just so that I have some ideas of where things are going to go for the next couple renovation videos. The next one will be on the campsite, but for now we're just focusing on the mountain. So I'm just going to continue outlining and I will see you guys on the other side. Alright, so we have all the first 3 cliff layers set up for this build. Right now I'm getting the 4th cliff level set up. And throughout this whole process of planning this build, I've been trying to figure out how to create a snow-capped mountain. I haven't really found a method that I'm happy with, so I didn't really continue going with it in the end, but you'll see me go through a lot of that upcoming here. So to get up on the 4th cliff level, you'll want to start by setting up this 4-block hole in the cliff that I've kind of set up, and you'll want to place the candle because the candle is going to keep you in place for this glitch. Having the diagonal is also very important because it will make the whole block behind you be solid, and that's what puts you up on the top. So you're going to face to the north and quickly turn to the southeast by pressing A at the same time. This is very difficult. I've tried many times. I've broken that block so many times, but once you get a hang of it, it's actually quite easy to replicate, so don't stress if you've taken forever, then you finally get it and you're worried you won't be able to get it back again. I have a feeling once you get it once, you will be able to get it again. So up here, I'm trying to do my experiment with the Snowcapped Mountain. So from here, I try to get my simple panels together with a rock design that I was using with a little bit of a snow edge to kind of get that snow-capped look. And at times I would say at the low view it does look good when you're on the same level as the mountain, but once you go to the bottom where the bridge is, I just never liked it too much. So I didn't keep it in the long run. So this is where we get to how to put trees on the edge of cliffs. You want to have a corner piece sticking out, kind of just how I have here, and you'll want to create a little corner of water in the space that's open, and make sure that the water spot that is in the corner of the cliff is a diagonal and not a straight corner itself, because then I don't believe it works. I've tried it and it didn't let me, so I think it has to be that diagonal to make the space work. And then you want to plant the tree right in the corner of the cliff. It should work just like that. And then what you want to do before you get rid of the water, I believe you have to adjust the cliffs before you remove the water. So just kind of smooth out those corners as you go. So I just repeat this step a bunch of times throughout this video just because I want to have a bunch of variety for the spacing of the trees. I think that's really important, especially when you have so many in one place. It makes sense to have that variety of spacing and not just have it all be in one line. So I've officially given up on the idea of the white-capped mountain cliff. If someone else figures it out and makes it look good, let me know because I would love to see it. here's where we combine both elements that we've learned today with trees on cliff edges and getting up to that 4th cliff level. We add in 2 trees, keep the white tent, but I put in some leaf custom designs to kind of give it a little woodsy feel at the very top. And then we curve out the edges so that it's complete. And now I'm keeping in some of the hardwood trees to kind of change it up a little bit so we don't have just cedar everywhere. And then I'm adjusting all the custom paths, which I'm really excited about. Again, I've never tried the custom paths before, so I'm very excited to give that a go. And I love the idea that you can change them pretty easily each season with just overlapping the current paths. So very cool tip if you didn't know that already. So here I'm kind of just setting up the layout for where the next build is gonna go. I'm hoping in the next time we work on this renovation project, I'm gonna work on the campsite. I have a lot of ideas for it, and I kind of wanted it to be surrounded by mountains as well, so that's kind of our goal. And so back at it, we are stunting trees today. So how you stunt a tree is you plant any of the young trees, whatever size they are, whether it's a large, medium, or small young tree, you want to plant a fruit behind it, and that will stop the growth of the tree wherever it's at. So it kind of just holds the tree in that life stage that you have placed it in. So this is where I adjusted my custom paths to this one. I really liked this one because of the fall leaves on the side, and I just really wanted to make sure I had some sort of leaves within the pathway because that's what I was doing over the regular game paths. So it was important to me to have that option. But I like it because it definitely has that woodsy vibe that I'm looking for, and it just adds some intricate detail to it. I wanted to include some eroded bricks. I've seen a lot of those on other islands, and I just thought it was really cute. So I found this code here. I added a lot of holly bushes just because, again, it has a little bit of a red, so it kind of keeps that holiday vibe in it for the winter, but also keeps the red of the fall. Like, red is just such a great color for this. But I wanted to include some black and purple roses. I think it helps to keep more of a hint of Halloween vibes as well. Having some pumpkins around too. Honestly, I didn't even think about that when I was building, but I realize now I really kept to hinting at the fall vibes, including Halloween. But if you look at it still, even in the wintertime, it still just looks like a cute nature mountain. So I think that pulled off really well. So I'm playing around with a bunch of mushrooms and different of the log recipes with the stool and the wild log bench. I just got that recipe and I was so excited about it because I think it looks really good. It definitely gives the more natural vibe compared to the regular bench that's like cut in half. So now we've jumped into the nighttime because I had some ideas to include some star DIYs to get a little bit of a glow. I just love the idea of this kind of oasis dreamy woodsy mountain, and I got the star clock DIY, and that's kind of what I focused on to build the little pieces of stars that kind of settle around the whole mountain. I didn't want to make all my skinny mushrooms into mushroom lamps just yet because I have so many other places to decorate on the island, and I only have a few of those skinny mushrooms left. Right now I'm just kind of walking through the build, trying to look for what else I can fit in before I say it's done. There's so much here. So I'm just kind of looking around, and I decided that I want to do some leaf piles. I tried putting them all around the mountain, and I just didn't have any space. It wouldn't fit anywhere except for the path on the bottom level. So I just made the entire level just covered in different colors of leaves. I really love it just because it's the true fall vibe. And I liked putting the green leaves at the end because to me it was indicating you're starting to come out of fall a little bit, because that bridge, that dock bridge, leads to the museum where I have mainly green leaves. So I just think it works really well to transition. I just love the use of these star clocks. They are so cute. So I'm planting some pumpkins all around. I don't know what colors they're going to be. I hope they turn out white and green, but who knows? I'm setting up the picnic area with a cute picnic basket and cutting board with 2 cushions. I wanted to have them kind of be alternating colors just so that they're not all the same and they don't completely blend in with the blanket. And I decided to go ahead and clear up my path from Nook's Cranny and turn it into the custom path so it matches, and I think it looks really good when you run across. All right, and we are done. So I wanted to go back to the daytime and all the fall vibes for real. Even in the wintertime, I think it's so cute, and I am so excited to continue this theme throughout the island. I added some pine cones and red maple leaves and acorns around just to give a little more of that woodsy vibe. A couple mushrooms here and there, and some of the pumpkin lanterns. The spooky lantern, that's what it is. A bunch of spooky lanterns around because I love that size for the pumpkin. I just love the color of this path with all of the leaf piles. I just think it all works so well together and just is so cute. Even in the winter, I just love the contrast with the snow. And again, it just brings it a cozy, warm vibe in the winter time. I think what I loved most was adding the big parasol mushrooms. Those just added so much to the build. As soon as I put them in, I was like, yes, this looks great. It's a little bit of variation and really give that mystical vibe as well within this mountain. Getting a full view of the mountain with all the stars everywhere and the tent. I don't know, it's very dreamy and very whimsical. So then I also wanted to show you the nighttime. Zucker came to visit for a lot of these shots. I thought it was really cute. The glow of the moon on this night was amazing, and I just love that it really adds to the dreamy effect with all these stars surrounding it and having just that glow bounce off the snow on the trees. Just, oh, it's so cute and just so calm. Like, it's just calming and peaceful and just, I don't know, I feel just so many good vibes here. Every time I build something new, it's becoming my new favorite part on the island. I'm gonna let the rest of these images run, but again, if you got inspired from this video, please let me know. I love hearing about it, and I would love to see anything you do. So if you build any mountains on your islands with this kind of dreamy effect, send me some pictures. I'd love to see them. It's so exciting to share these ideas with people, and I'm just so happy, and I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give this a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this renovation of this island to give it that mountain, woodsy, FORESTCORE theme, go ahead and subscribe and you will be notified as soon as I get those up. There's going to be several parts. I think the next one I'm going to work on is the campsite, which is actually right next to this mountain, but the campsite is going to require, I think, some of the new items in the latest update for Festival. So we'll see when I can get a hold of those items, but I'm really excited to include them because I have a whole theme I'm going to share with you then. But again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye!